Today on the table, we have a Smith & Wesson Model 22. Now, there's a little story about this. This is actually not a true Model 22, it's actually a Model 22-4. And what happened was when I bought this from the fellow, because it was all online, I was going based on the pictures and what he had listed it as. He had it listed as a Model 22, but it's actually a Thunder Ranch, which is an even more rare pistol, because they only made the Thunder Ranch in 2007, and it comes with a 4-inch barrel. But the story behind it is that, you know, I'm a big fan of all the James Bond movies. I was looking to buy all the pistols from all the James Bond movies. And in Goldfinger, when James Bond, this is from the 1960s, when Sean Connery, aka James Bond's on the plane, he's flirting with Pussy Galore, who is the head of Goldfinger's, empire. And she points a gun at him when he's flirting with her. And he says, hey, you know, if you shoot that pistol, it's going to go through the wall of the plane. And the gun that she's pointing at him is a Model 22. Well, it's not a Thunder Ranch because this gun only came out in 2007. This is actually a Model 22-4, which is based off of the Model 22. You know, it is a Smith & Wesson exclusive that, again, they only made for 1 year. And I'll show you here because you can see it actually says it in there. You can see it says Model 22-4 right there. But then what happened is that the shop that I bought this from, or the fellow that I bought this from, he had it listed as Model 22. You know, we went back and forth, and I made an offer, and he eventually accepted. And it came in the mail, and I got it, and I got the serial number. And then if you look at the serial number right here, you'll see it says, it starts with a TT, or I'm sorry, a TRR, because it's Thunder Ranch. All right, there you go. So it's a Thunder Ranch. So this is not one from the 1950s or 1960s where they made that Model 22 for, not a very long period of time. They made them from 1950 through, I think, around 2007, but the Thunder Ranch was the special edition of that Model 22, and that's why they made it this way. As you can see, it does not have a pin barrel, obviously, and I don't think it actually has recessed cylinders. Oh, actually, there's a little bit of a recess in there, just a tiny bit around the inside here. No, they're pretty flat, actually. But this shoots 45 ACP, is what this is chambered in. So you would use moon clips to shoot this, which is pretty slick. But that is a Smith & Wesson Model 22-4. And actually, there is a pin right here, as you can see. So there is a little bit of a pin, but normally the pin on the barrel is right there. But this is, so I was bummed when I looked it up in my Smith & Wesson book that it was a Thunder Ranch and not a Model 22 like I'd hoped to get. But then once I realized how rare those Thunder Ranches are, then obviously I was a lot happier to have it because it's in fantastic condition. You can see it's almost in perfect condition. Looks like nobody did really anything with it at all. And it's just a super, super cool revolver. I haven't shot it yet. I've had it for probably a year and a half now. It does have the target hammer on it, you can see here. And when I showed you the cylinders, you could see it wasn't loaded. And then it just has your standard target trigger on it right there. But it is actually super, super cool, and I was very lucky to find it. Let me know if you have a Model 22. I'm actually looking for one. I want one from the 50s. But if you have a Thunder Ranch or if you've shot any Thunder Ranches, I would love to know about that too. Just because it is to find a revolver in a 45 ACP is pretty rare. I mean, you can get the Smith & Wesson Model 1917, but something that was made so much later, especially 2007, you're not going to find much that shoots a 45 ACP compared to what, was used during World War I. So it is just a super cool revolver, and I actually probably should just go take it to the range and shoot it. And I got some of those Google Meta glasses, so I think I'm going to start making videos of me shooting a lot of these at the range because a lot of people have been asking. But again, let me know in the comments if you have one, and thanks for watching.